Hi Amir, good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good evening, Shubham. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm doing so well. What about you?
Same here, man. Thanks for joining in. So let's get started. About the series, I'll just brief you what this series is exactly all about. So, The Art of Selling is a brand new series focusing on latest sales practices and stories about sales leaders who have made it really big. Join us every
Right.
Wednesday at 4 p.m. IST. All right. And I would just like to introduce you to us listeners today, the viewers and listeners. So, we have with us Mr. Aamir Akhtar, a senior business development manager with around 5+ years of experience in sales. Thank you, Amir, for joining in. Would you
Most
like to say
welcome.
something at this point?
Yeah, I'm really, very glad that you just called me here, and I would love to share my experience to help all the people who are just listening and make the time most valuable. So I'm excited for it.
Interesting. Great. So let's get started. Amir, firstly, I would like to understand, can you just walk us through how your sales journey has been? Like, how has it been low? How has it been high? What all things you have experienced?
So first of all, I'll just say that to all the people, if suppose you are in sales and you're asking this question to any salespeople, I must say that people gonna give a very exciting answer because sales has never been easy for anybody, and obviously it's kind of a roller coaster sort of a thing. And if I talk about my personal journey, so I was a mechanical engineering graduate, and I just came into the field to get some job, and I started with a field sales work, right? In the typical one at my time, there is an edtech firm where I was working for field sales, and that's how, step by step, we worked hard. We kept on switching, which is, a right strategy of job huntings, and then learning a skill set with the managers, and then trying multiple things, B2C, B2B, and then reaching at this level. So yeah, the journey is really very exciting because in sales, you will learn every single day. And the best part in sales, your network is your net worth over here. So it's one of the best journey till now. And yeah, so it's exciting.
That line is really a catchy line. Your network is your network. Great. Thanks for boosting our, you could say, Josh. And our Josh is now all set towards sales. So, like a next one, a quick one to you is, how have you kept learning and mastering to grow your sales career? Like, what is the learning curve or learning path that you have followed, and how have you kept it like a regular learning cycle?
So to be very honest, like to all the people who wanted to grow in the sales development roles, or wanted to see at the top level, the only strategy which you should follow in the beginning of the joining this particular designation, that you should listen more what your higher hierarchy is saying, and observe more what they are doing and how they are handling you. There's one beautiful thing which I experience is like, you will become the best sales development representative when you will understand how you can convince your manager, not the customer, because you will definitely do it by the time, because sales is a learnable skill for sure. You will learn it anyhow. But the day when you will start understanding the learning part, I'm telling you, so learning part can only come when you will start observing in the meeting how exactly they are maintaining the data, how they're taking the reportings, what exactly the vision of that manager, why he's shouting on me, why he's actually working and posting report at 11 p.m. What is the reason behind it? So once you will understand that vision, you will understand what exactly the responsibility, and that's how you will start learning why he's doing so. And that's how you will implement the same thing in your real life. See, the way you are in your real life, you will execute the same in your work also. So once you will understand the vision, once you will, delve that vision in your job, so you will start selling product like you are selling your own product, and that's how you will start learning and growing. So when it comes to mastering, it can only come when you will just properly understand all the strategies of your hierarchy, when you will understand what exactly the visions of other higher management and the reporting manager. You have to just keep on repeating the same thing, and that's how you will master the whole stuff. So it's all about being a good listener. It's all about understanding what he is actually thinking, and that's how you will learn a lot in the beginning of the sales also.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing that wonderful tip with our listeners.
Yeah.
And I would like to now next move on to a very interesting question. What
Mhm.
will you suggest to someone who is starting their first SDR role? So, any suggestions, anything that you would like to give to these people?
To the people who are just going to start their role, so I would just say that you need to trust the process. Like, try your best not to judge at the very beginning. In the probation period itself, you will find in India specifically, Shubham, if I'll tell you, that majority of the freshers and the people, they are like, they are actually very stick to their comfort zone. Like, this is not is working with me. This is not how I work. I feel that if you are coming to the industry and for a first job, you should not care that what is your comfort zone. You have to learn, right? Even the management will also not care that is it working for you. You are here, you're getting paid, you have to work. So the first thing that you need to follow, you have to trust the process. If somebody is telling you to do this and do this, if somebody is pushing you to do extra, trust me, that effort will never go wrong. That will definitely going to add value later on, and that's how you will not only become a good executive but a good leader as well. So you have to trust the process. Secondly, just do what exactly your management is saying. I'm not saying to get politically involved, that is a shitty thing. But when it comes to a productivity and a work, you have to understand why he's saying so and why I need to do it. And you have to trust at least one person and follow it. So I would just say, in a quick two line, trust the process and follow what is exactly been said to you, because everybody over here is working for their growth. Nobody is like, having a personal issue with you. So yeah, for sure, you have to follow that very properly.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you for that wonderful answer. Next on, like a lot of people in customer focused roles want to move to SDR jobs nowadays. So how can someone take a transition from a normal sales role to SDR specific role? So how could we go for the transition part?
As per my belief, if I will be recruiting somebody who will say that I'm from customers focused role, or handling the post sales or some other role or support role, trust me, those people, if they will start actually coming to the sales, they will be the best person, because I have worked with you, so I know you as well. So I know that how exactly and beautifully you have done your job very beautifully. The reason being, people who are already customer focused, their sales pitch will be very nice because they know the repercussion. Because if I'll say this, what will happen post sales? What will happen? Because they have
Correct.
actually done that customer things, customer support thing, customer everything, right? They know the repercussions. So there's no, first of all, big challenge, but yes, the challenge is to convince the recruiter. And that's how you can do it once you will give your legit predictive analysis to the recruiter that, if you will do this, this will happen. And that's how, so I can perform this well, because customer focused people always work as per the customer responses. And that's how sales work also. So there's no big difference, but yeah, they have to justify in their interview, and that comes in job hunting strategy. It's all about making a relevant job responsibility with the salespeople. Salespeople are just converting. The main role is actually customer focused people are doing. So if they will wanted to come, they have to just justify that, yes, I can do that too also. Even I have got the best advice from the customer focused people for the sales pitch. So yeah, that's how they can do it. Definitely, that's not a big deal for sure. You can definitely reach out, and nobody can ignore that you are a customer support guy. You will not be coming into this. Of course, you can do it. It's just that you have to justify your, everything, predictive analysis and everything to your recruiter.
Great. So customer focused roles, you can of course transit into SDR roles. You
That's
just
not a
got a
big deal.
wonderful answer.
Yeah,
Thank you,
easily.
Aamir. Thank you. Now, one good question that every one of us has, that how much is the earning potential? So how much can you earn from SDR quota in early years, middle management, and at the senior levels? Can you just walk us through the earning ladder for it?
If I'll give you the exact digits, to be very honest, first of all, I'll give you an idea. Like generally in India, specifically, if I talk about on a local level, if I talk about sales is the profession where, if suppose you will say to your relatives that I'm into sales, they will directly think that you're a sort of any local MBA guy coming to sell an aquaguard, or any MBA graduate just trying to complete the project in my doorstep. So first of all, if I the potential of sales earning is so much that it can even dominate a software developer as well. And yeah, it is possible. I'll
Oh,
tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you how. I'll give you the exact statistics. See, every company when you will be working, right? I'll tell you, every single department is actually, relying on the sales part, right? No matter how big software developer you are, no matter how big innovator you are, no matter how big product you have, if your sales team is not
correct,
working, that doesn't going to work for sure.
correct,
Yeah, and in a recession also, you will find that maybe a hierarchy will be losing the job, maybe other department will be losing the job, but a salespeople will never lose their job, because that's
correct.
how the whole company works. So I'm just telling you
Yeah,
the importance of sales team and the sales. responsibility. So if a big, we have seen the KGF part, big responsibility, big power and all, right? So
Yeah.
this, if I'll talk about the earning part, I'll tell you my own personal numbers.
Yeah.
I was like a very fresher. In the third year itself, I got placement, and I was making not exactly 1.5 lakh, but 1.3 lakh and 1.4 lakh in a month in one edtech firm. Actually, I was working.
Wow.
So yeah, and it is possible because we were very aggressive, and sales is all about being aggressive. And if I talk about on the monthly level, this was my earning. And trust me, guys, my internship, the payment I was getting 18,000, but incentive I was making in lakh. And second most
Wow.
important thing, yeah, and second most important thing, if you'll just keep on switching to the SaaS industry, if you will keep on switching to the real estate industry, you will always find the executive salary is like 20s, 36,000 or 37,000 or 41. 41 is like maybe managers will be getting, but their incentives is actually way more than lakh for sure. So if I talk about executive level, trust me, executive earns more incentive as compared to a vice president of any company, right? I'll tell you, it's even my own current organizations. I have seen they have like earning so much. Sometimes handling a team, we feel that why you're not working hard. If I could be at your place, I could have made so much. So yeah, of course, like executive makes more money. If I'll talk about the management level, if you'll go to the mid senior level, of
Yeah.
course, like you will get some percentage, but that is also fine. Why? Because now we are more involved into the management part. But yes, like if I talk about the potential, easily 5 to 8 lakh people make in the mid senior level. And if I talk about the more senior level, like when it comes to a sales head, when it comes to a VP and something, then it will probably cross more than 10 lakh for sure.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you for giving us those projections. So, guys, whoever are interested to start in sales, see, you already got the figures. Get set, go.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
the next one for you, a quick one. Again, how fast can you grow in a SDR career? Like how fast or how quickly you can proceed and progress in SDR career?
Yeah. So of course you're asking to the right person. You have seen me how I have grown up, right? You have even
Correct.
seen
Correct.
like we or even we have worked together. So you have seen that we were working as a freelancer. We were
Yeah.
taking some few dollars to for a talk time, and now
Correct.
handling a whole sales team revenue. So
Even all. Yeah.
you have seen by your eyes, right? So first of
I
all,
have
now
seen it.
we have to make the audience believe how it's all about the hard work,
Yeah.
and it's all about going into the right organization at right time. Every organization
Correct.
is right, I'm not saying wrong, but joining the right organization and right time will definitely give you that pump. And now how you will understand how you will grow. First of all, 1 to 2 years is a non-negotiable year where you have to skip the part of thinking of growth. You have to just learn the skills, what exactly the companies is expecting, what exactly they want from us. Just learn all those skills, whether it's a team management, whether it's all sales quota and everything. Even you are completing your whole quota consistently, that is fine. Learn some leadership skill and start focusing on hunting. You will definitely reach that level. So growth in SDR is like, trust me, some of my friends are still executive and some of my friends are VP. Some of them are like way much better than me. And even I feel that I am not doing very well. Why? Because of the COVID. I should be at more higher level. So you cannot say maybe within 8 months you can become a senior SDR. Maybe in 8 months you can become a team leader also, and maybe
Yeah.
in like in a more than one years you can become a senior manager also. So it's all about how exactly the numbers you are doing in a consistent way, not like the graph like this. Like once you completed 10 lakh quota and then 2 months there's nothing. No, consistent number will definitely you know give you a hike, and the growth for sure that you have even expected. Like it will be more than your expectation for sure.
Great. Great. Thank you for that consistent thought. That word actually is very important, to be consistent in the results that you show. So definitely that will matter. And what would you suggest to someone who is frustrated in their SDR career? Now, these are also real scenarios where generally representatives get frustrated with the responses or probably the result retentions and all. So what would you suggest to someone who is frustrated in their SDR career?
So frustrated with see, there's a two salespeople get frustrated of two reasons. either they are getting maximum refund or they are getting
Okay.
frustrated with their manager or their culture, right?
Yeah.
Now, you didn't mention any of the specifics, so I will give two answers. Take any one which
Sure.
you want.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
So, if suppose there's a problem, you're getting frustrated with the kind of a refunds you are getting, if you're getting frustrated with the bad feedback from the customer, then you need to understand how exactly I'm pitching it, right? And how
Yeah.
exactly I'm
Yeah.
placing the product, right? Sometimes what happened that we feel that we're giving the best shot, we are working damn hard. Still, why I'm getting the refunds, why the customers are not sticking up, and it is coming as an escalation to me, which is not a good for me. So you need to start thinking that you have to reverse engineer thinking that how exactly I'm pitching, how exactly I'm convincing, what sort of expectation I'm putting into the customer head. Then you will get to understand why this customer start thinking about it. If I'll give you an example of tech industry, if you're selling on the basis of placement, then his
Yeah.
placement expectation will be more.
Correct.
But if you will pitch by focusing the content, he will work hard on content and get the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how
Correct.
it depends how exactly you're placing your the tags in your pitch, and that's how the
Mm-hmm.
repercussion will come. First answer, when it comes to frustrated with the clients. So
Clients. Yeah.
yeah, so to deal with it, start reverse engineering your whole process and never think that this guy is performing, I should ask him or not. Go listen to his call recording, listen to
Yeah.
all the critics, okay, and then implement the things. And in the sales, to be very honest, 5 6 people will be there, and every people have different positive skill set. Take all the positive skill set from anybody and combine your own and make a boost of it. Okay.
Correct.
Now
Yeah. Yeah.
coming to the culture part, why I'm frustrated with the culture part, or my boss is not good.
Yeah.
See, I feel that I was having a very political issue, and I was having some bad relationship with one of my manager in the previous organization. See,
Mm-hmm.
what I felt is rather than pre-assuming the things and getting frustrated and just not doing anything, was actually creating a problem for me, and I was not able to grow. So I felt
Yeah.
that he is also human, I'm also human. I made a call. I talked as a man. I said, these are the
Yeah.
things. This is what I'm feeling. This is what you
Mm-hmm.
are saying. I'm talking as a man. I'm not talking to argue. And trying to understand his vision, trying to understand my vision, trying to make it parallel and give a thought, and things were
Mm-hmm.
sorted. So
Okay.
if you are
Okay.
frustrated with the culture, if you're frustrated with any particular manager or any of the things, just talk to a man and sort
Yeah.
it out. If it's still not working, no worries.
Yeah.
There's a hell lot of other companies.
Correct. Correct.
Simple as that.
Very good heed of advice, actually, which we should take up. Like, guys, talk it out whenever you face that something is not going the way you think, or probably the way it should have worked out. So just talk it out, and if it is still not getting resolved, of course there is a whole lot of opportunities in the market. So just the decision is all yours.
Exactly.
Thank you, Amir, for answering it in from both the perspectives. Thank you for that. And
Right.
the very final question, which actually matters a lot these days because of the advancements in technology. So,
Mhm.
what tools and technologies are important to master in an SDR? So, do you think that the conversational intelligence is actually something that will help in sales, or how is it? What is your perspective on it?
It's
Yeah,
very much important, to be very honest. I have recently posted one of my recent content on my Instagram, and I have mentioned
yeah,
that the part that I have seen the SDRs like working, and they're starting their day and just taking the number and start dialing, and just completing
yeah.
start dialing. So first thing, research is very much important, and here comes the tools and technologies.
Correct, correct.
So if I will just give you a number to talk to a Shubham Dumbre, and you will just go, hey, are you going to buy, thinking to buy some land or something? He will say like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, who? But if
Yeah,
I will reach out to Shubham by saying, hey, Shubham, I just saw your tweet and you were like, posting a sort of a very good content on real estates. I just thought, then
yeah.
Shubham will be excited. Oh, yeah, exactly. Because I have made him feel good about his own work. And
Correct,
without knowing each other, I have somewhere subconsciously built a rapport with him, a trust with him.
correct.
Now he will for sure talk to me for 2 or 3 minutes. Now,
Definitely.
for that, tool is very much important. How it comes. So if I talk
Yeah,
about, so generally tool are more required into the, if I talk about B2B, SaaS industries or anything. If you're
yeah,
talking to a
yeah,
senior manager, like vice president of any people and trying to sell the softwares to them. So in that case, you can use, if you have seen the maximum ad of Lucia
yeah,
and you have
yeah.
seen Zoom info. You must have seen
Correct.
Apollo, and then you must have
Apollo.
seen Apollo, Lucia, Zoom Info, and there is one more which I'm not able to recognize the name. What these tools do is like they have the exact numbers and the data to first of all
Yeah.
do the demand generation and lead generation, and secondly, they have all the LinkedIn links and everything in their particular platform. Why that is
Database.
important? Yeah, why that is important? The reason being, once, because if I'm posting anything on Facebook, if I'm
Yeah.
posting anything on LinkedIn, if I'm liking anything on LinkedIn, if I'm liking anything on Facebook, don't you think that whenever you go to a LinkedIn profile, you see that if you open a profile, it gave us an option to see what Shubham Dumbre has liked, what he
Correct.
activity has, why he's showcasing to me. The reason
Yeah.
being, these are the factor we will understand with his likes, dislikes, and everything. We will ever know what sort of person he is,
Hmm.
what
Correct.
sort of
Correct.
mindset he's living when it comes to LinkedIn, what sort of mindset he's carrying when he's come to the Facebook.
Correct. Correct.
If I'll go more in
That.
detail, here comes more digital marketing stuff. But for me as a sales guy, I'll say,
Yeah.
okay, he's giving more likes on patriotic
Cars.
stuff, and he's giving more
Yeah.
like into stuff. I'll understand. Okay, he's more interested. So that's how I will use those tactics to build a relationship. So tools are very much important. So as I said, when it comes to a
Yeah.
B2B, use these tools for a demand
Correct.
generations. And when it comes to
Mhm.
a CRM, I'll tell you, when it comes to a big enterprise company, Salesforce, I have seen personally a best because it gives me a very deep insight. And there
Mhm.
also you will find the options where you can reach out to LinkedIn, Twitter, and every other platform. When it comes to enterprise or software level, I have personally, because I have used Zendesk, I have used Zoho, I have used Salesforce, I have used Lead Square, I have used other platform
Okay.
like HubSpot as well. So
Mhm.
Salesforce, and secondly, I will say HubSpot. So for the
Okay.
enterprise
Okay.
level, and now for the salespeople to use the tools to build that, what you said, intelligence, somewhere communication,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So for that, I would suggest to use all these tools to get the exact data. Okay, why I said all the
Okay.
tools, not only one tools, why all tools? Because
Yeah.
some platforms have updated data, some platforms have not updated data, so you need to verify. So being on to different
Correct.
different platform is very much important. Bookmark it
Correct.
so that we can verify it. When it comes to B2C part, so generally what
Yeah.
happens is people get inbound leads, qualified leads, right? There also they
Yeah.
can use, but these features are available in their own CRM. Specifically, I haven't seen
Yeah.
any inbound people having, using Lucia or something, unless it is
Yeah.
a B2B. So I would suggest that for a small level, Zoho and Lead Square are the best. If I talk specifically about
Okay.
EdTech, you know that
Mhm.
Lead Square is a legend in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct. All right. So tools are very important again. That's what you have highlighted. Thank you
Yeah.
for giving us that perspective. Just I would like to add on that this particular series is being like sponsored and organized by Zipteams. So Zipteams itself is a customer conversations intelligence platform which can analyze customer conversations and give you like the insights related to what all happened on the call and call audits. Like for example, it will be easy for you to map out what were the questions, and if possible, if you already like before the call set up some keywords, like for example, sales results, then like partnership and all. So all those keywords will be mapped during in the conversation. So even if there are multiple calls, it can give you insights in an analytical format. So that's how the whole thing works. So thank you for like again highlighting that point that tools are something that would also give you a boost in terms of your results and outcomes. Thank you for that, Amir. Would you like to like give some tip or heed to our listeners about their sales careers, or how could they be more driven in sales? Anything on that side?
Yeah, the last thing I would only say that if you are a money making person, and if you're a
Yeah.
competitive person, and you have that mindset of Jordan Belfort, to make a hell lot of money, then
Yeah.
this profession is best. But if you're a person who loves to have a laptop life or something, then don't come to
Yeah.
this. But if you're a person
Uh,
who's hardworking and want to make a hell lot of money, not only money, because you can make money anywhere. If you want to make hell lot of money in a less time, please join the sales profession. That's going to be really amazing. And prepare yourself to get grilled. The more you will grill, the more expensive you will become for sure.
Great, great. So you gave us the Wolf of Wall Street tip. Thank you for that.
Okay. Most welcome.
And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, we're waiting for your questions now. So you can just type in your questions there, and we're here to answer it for you. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for like your questions, and we hope we answered it as per your expectations. I would like to firstly thank Aamir. Thank you, Aamir, for sparing such time and giving us these important insights on sales and how we could grow our career in sales, how SDRs can actually focus on growing their careers in sales. And yes, guys, in case you have any questions or doubts, you can definitely follow Aamir. He's on Instagram, he's on LinkedIn. Amir, if I could just give you a minute to just explain how they can connect with you, that would be great.
Yeah, so I'm proactively very much active on Instagram because I feel that Instagram is a very quick way to get a DM and talk to everybody personally. If you have some questions,
Yeah,
you can tweet me. You'll find this particular, username everywhere on every single platform. Even if you'll Google it, you will find it out. If you're trying to get some referrals, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. If you want to get some, questions to be answered, you can ask me on Twitter. And if you want more content, quick content, and get some knowledge on sales, entrepreneurship, career development, everything, you can follow me on Instagram for sure.
fantastic, fantastic. So there is the name, guys. Kindly note it and follow him in case of any questions. And of course, you can get in touch with me in case you want to like pass on any queries or you have any doubts. So I'm Shubham Dumbre. You can find me on LinkedIn. And yes, of course, you can follow Zipteams also for regular sales content. With this, let's call it a day. Thank you very much. And it's pleasure to meet you, Aamir. Soon, we hope that we get another chance to interact. It was fun interacting with you. Thank you.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.